Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zhang Jiayang from Xinhua News Agency, reporting from Foshan in South China's Guangdong province. We are now at the second USIP World Police Service Pistol Shooting Championship. Now, over 256 members, competitors from 69 teams from 68 countries or regions participated in the competition. Now, let's take a short interview with the referee to see how the scores are counted and how the rules work. 裁判您好，想请您简要介绍一下这次我们射击比赛的规则。
我们这次比赛的规则呢，就根据我们警察平常实战中，遇到的情况呢，就设计了10个不同的场景。它包括很多什么3D 搜索啊，搜捕啊。然后我们这次呢，10个场景呢，其中有7个场景呢是个人赛的。个人赛就是说一个人打的算个人分，然后另外3个场景呢是双人的。双人赛呢就是算团体的。就等于说呢，我一个人打，我一个队呢，如果说有4个人，2个男的，2个女的话呢，那就可以打总团体。如果是不够的话呢，只能够打个人赛。然后它的成绩呢，就是说每个场景用时相加，就10个场景的用时相加，时间少的话呢就排前，就这么简单。
好的，非常感谢您。According to the referee, there are there are 10 stages, as you can see right over there. 10 different stages, 7 of which are single player stages. The rest 3 are double player stages. Single player stages require 1 shooter to finish, while double player stages require 2 different shooters to shoot at different targets in the same course of fire at the same time. Now let's take a look at the scene. In the competition, both accuracy and the time each competitor uses are both 2 important factors for the final score. We are now at stage 1. Be assaulted during security check. Now let's take a look at a competitor. A competitor from Romania. He's now standing by, communicating with the referee. Now he's in position. According to the rules, the scene is designed as a regular living scene. As you can see, the decoration are the city view. Now let's move on. We're now arriving at stage 2 to arrest the robbing mobsters. The stage has 5 brigade paper targets, including 1 swinger, 1 figure popper target, 1 metal plate target. The policemen from Chile, they are doing the counting score. The stage simulates the scene of a supermarket. As you can see, the cashier counter. The shooting distance at this stage ranges from 3 meters to 20 meters. It's quite complicated because we can see the food shelf and the cashier counter. So the shooting range ranges a lot from 3 meters, that could be really near, and 20 meters, a little bit far. But under such circumstance, the competitor at this stage could only have 2 magazines with 6 bullets in each magazine. Now we are arriving at a stage 3 to handle the terror killing at a school. Nowadays, terror at a school could be a disaster. As we can see, this scene stimulates the scene of a school. You can see the people. You can see the student paper figure. You cannot shoot at them or they'll be punished time adding. The stage has 3 brigade paper targets, including 1 invisible, 1 figure popper target, 1 metal plate target. A policeman from Bolivia is now preparing, getting familiar with the stage. Let's take a look at the standby area. Now you can see the policeman from Bolivia. They have 1 competitor inside the stage and other members are waiting. Behind them, we can see policemen from Ecuador and Uruguay and Palestine. They are also waiting. The referee in blue shirts, they do the score counting. The referee in red shirts, they do the time counting. And both determine the final score of each competitor. The competitor just finished his round. It requires a total amount of 150 rounds. A member from Bolivia is now communicating with the referee. What's going on? During this stage requires the competitor to stand erect, arms hanging naturally by the sides. All stages try to do the best as the reality when policemen work in real line of duty. We are now at stage 4, counter-attack on a beach. This is a stage of two shooters. That means 2 shooters from 1 team, they have to do the shooting at the different targets in a same court of fire at the same time. We will see. Now policemen from Myanmar team, they are preparing for the scene. As you can see, we have ladders in each stage. The ladders from 10 stages altogether, they read like "Welcome to China." This shows the hospitality to all the guests and invitations from all over the world. Let's take a look at something else. The Italian team members, they are now preparing the bullies for the magazines for the later upcoming the competition. Right now, this time the Italian team, the policemen, they are using their own pistols and their own bullets, of course. As you can see, they are loading the guns, the magazines. Magazines on one side of the waist and a pistol in the other one. Because we are now at a stage 6, it requires the competitors to stand erect, arms hanging naturally by the sides. And they also have 2 magazines for each shooter, 6 bullets in each magazine. And by the way, this is also a stage of 2 shooters. They have to shoot at different targets at the same time in the same course of fire. They're now standing by. When both members finished the game, the referees, they took an average score of the 2 players as the team score. The stage has 4 brigade paper targets, including 2 swingers, 5 figure popper targets, 4 metal plate targets, 5 single-layer windmill metal plate targets, including 2 no-shoots. And the scene, you can see many Chinese characters, elements in the scene. it stimulates the scene of a hotel lobby. The shooting distance ranged from 5 meters to 18 meters. Now the members from Italy team, they are now communicating with the referees. They are now discussing about the paper score. And and blue referees, they are now ready to go inside to do the counting. They are checking out their marks. As I said, the letters in each stage altogether, they combine, it reads like welcome to China. And now we are in stage 6. So this is the middle, and this is welcome to China. To China. The letter 2. The referees, they now have a short discussion. We are now arriving at stage 7. And the policemen from Mongolia, they are ready to begin. Let's just take a look at this. Stage 7, to search for suspects around the mountain. The stage stimulates the scene, a mountaineer scene, which is complicated. The shooting distance ranges from 5 to 20 meters. The stage has 5 brigade paper targets, including 2 swingers, 1 moving target, 2 figure popper targets, 3 metal plate targets. The members, now they are getting familiar, they are getting to know the scene. As you can see, the barricades, and they have to move according to the lanes on the ground to another one. All members, they have to do it once in order to get known, get familiar with the stage. Because competitors, before each stage, they have no idea about how the stages are set. Now the team from Mongolia, they're discussing how the shootings should be done most fastestly, and most accurate. They have to give their ID card identification first, so that the card won't swing or affect their performance in the stage. Now the stats officer are offering them the bullets. They can load the bullets in the magazine. As you can see, also 2 magazines at this team, but thanks to the complicated mountaineers circumstances, they could have 10 bullets in each magazine. The competitor is now loading bullets in a magazine, putting the magazines in the left side, and a pistol on his right side. The stats officer is taking a registration. And by the way, we are now at a second day. We are now at the second day of the pistol championship. In the first day, Belarus team, they occupied the first place in a ranking. Team China 1 and Team China 2, they also had great marks to occupy had places on the ranking. Looks the competitor, he's ready. He looks really confident. Now let's take a look at the policeman from Maldives. So many competitions in so short time. There are a total amount of 150 rounds. So we can enjoy a lot if you are a really fan. The stage is the scene of a crowded area square. As you can see the railway sign. The referee are not good counting of each targets. The whole shooting championship will be awarded in several sectors like men individual, women individual, men's team, women's team, and the total team. All the top 8 players or teams will be awarded. It's a drug producing site. As you can see, the scene, the decoration, and the targets as well. It could be a dangerous scene in real life. Now the referees, they are collecting the mark and do the counting of the final score. They're counting the holes on the target. We are now at the final stage, stage 10, to arrest the suspects in a house. Policemen from Greece, they are now checking out the stage. They're checking out their moving rules, where to shoot the best angle, where could have the best angle to shoot at the targets, and how should they move as fast as possible. To arrest suspects in a house, the scene is smaller. It has 4 brick and paper targets, including 2 swingers, 1 figure popper target, and it ranges from 3 to 50 meters. That's nearer than the majority of the stages. And a policeman from Bolivia, they are also standing by, discussing the scene. They are doing it next. Now the policemen from Greece, they just have done the homework. They are preparing to get on the game. They are now taking the registration and taking the bullets, loading it in a magazine, preparing for the upcoming game.
Yes, I'm not shooter. I'm this team range officer. I'm not shooter.
He's doing it.
Apart from stage 4, 5, 6, all others are the 7 individual stages.
Everybody, now we have checking out all the 10 stages. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed the show. This is Zhang Jiayang from Xinhua News Agency. Thanks for watching.